Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. How are you? I hope your day is going well and getting even better. Today, I will show you how to make a cool looking website UI design in Figma for the Logitech brand. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and join our channel for more awesome content. So without wasting any time, let's jump in. Open Figma. Once you're in, create a new file by clicking on the New File button. Okay, let's name our project Logitech Mouse. Choose a name that fits with your design. Use the Frame tool on the left side, click or drag to make a frame. Then look for the width and height input fields. Set the frame dimensions to a width of 2560 pixels and a height of 1440 pixels. This will be the canvas for our landing page. Click on the frame, then find the Fill option, and choose Gradient for a more dynamic look. Let's add some color to our frame using a gradient. Choose the gradient handles and shift them to adjust the gradient direction. Let's move on to drawing a rectangle. Select the Rectangle tool, then click and drag to create it. Now customize its dimensions. Change the width to 890 pixels and match the height to the frame's height. Apply a gradient to the rectangle using the same process as we did for the frame, but this time switch from linear to radial in the gradient options. Copy the images we are using in this project. You can find these images on the Logitech official website. Now paste these images into your Figma project. Move this off. Select the image and place it inside the frame. Then we will add a drop shadow on our mouse. After selecting the mouse, go to Effects and click on plus, and choose Drop Shadow. Just slightly increase the blur and set the opacity to 25%. It adds a nice touch to the drop shadow effect. Then, I want to create an axis around the mouse. Because this is a creative mouse and this was made for creators to enhance the complete look, I will simply select the ellipse tool from here and draw a shape around it like this. Then remove the fill and add a stroke. Now I will go to Fill and choose a linear gradient and adjust the opacity of the first color to 0 and the second color to 100. Then change the stroke around 2 or 3 pixels, that should be good. Change the stroke style to dash and make them about 10 units long. Set the rotation to -45 degrees. Adjust the axis position to perfectly match the mouse orientation. Place the other images in the frame just like this. Let's add the Logitech logo. Just copy it with Ctrl+C, then paste it using Ctrl+V. I will place it right here. After that, let's create the menu tab. We will choose the text tool by pressing the T key on the keyboard and then simply type in the text. Let's start with the first text, which will be Home. Now to make it more visible, we will increase the font size to 26 pixels. The font I am using is Inter, and change the text color to dim gray. To make a copy of the text, press and hold the Alt key on your keyboard, then click on the text and drag it. I will type the text for the next tab, and this way I will create more text tabs. Now let's spice things up by changing the color of the active tab. Click on the tab, pick a color you like in the fill options, and there you go. It's an easy way to make the active tab really stand out. Select all the text tabs by holding down the Shift key on your keyboard. Now let's group them together. Then I have icons that I had already downloaded. So copy the icons and paste it here. By the way, if I talk about the icons, you can download these icons from Iconify. It's a super handy Figma plugin for icons. Now select all items, then align them vertically at the center, and make sure they have equal spacing between. First, start by typing the product name, which is MX Master 3S. Now set the text case to uppercase. Increase the font size to 100 pixels. Make the font weight bold. Keep the font family as it is, and adjust the position as needed. Then, let's make a copy and write Master Series. Set the font weight on regular, and change the font size to 30 pixels, and adjust the letter spacing to 17%. Now let's add some product details. I have already written them down, so let's simply copy and paste it here. Then add some reviews. Use the star tool by selecting it here and simply create a star shape for rating. Let's zoom in a little. Make duplicate using the Alt key. Simply hold down Alt while dragging to create more stars, or press the Ctrl+D key on keyboard to duplicate the object. Now select the 4 stars, then change the fill to yellow. Also, 1 star to make it darker. After that, select all the stars and group them together. Then, pick the Type tool to add text for reviews. For example, I'm typing 50+ reviews. And set the text case to none. Font size 27 pixels, and letter spacing 17%. Then, align it in the middle of the stars. Let's talk about pricing for our product now. Duplicate the text by holding the Alt key and dragging it. Set the price to $99.99 and adjust the font size to 30 pixels. Let's create the Add to Cart button. Then switch the case to uppercase. Set letter spacing to 0 and adjust the font size to 18 pixels. Select the button, press Shift+A for auto layout. Set the fill color to black and double-click on the button to edit the text fill color like this. After that, now add padding to the button. Set padding 24 pixels from left and right and 14 pixels from top and bottom. I will also make the corners rounded. Now the background is looking so plain. To make it a little interesting, let's keep it simple by using the initials MX from the mouse. It adds a nice touch to our design. We'll make it big, just like this. And set the weight to extra bold. Then we will remove its fill and add strokes, and set the opacity to 20%. Bring the MX layer under the all layers. Feel free to make any adjustments according to your needs. And finally, our design is ready. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.